Hi guys, I'm Heather and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about my favorite K-pop songs for the first half of the year. So let's go ahead and get started. So to be honest, I actually don't have that many favorite K-pop songs this year compared to other years. I would normally have a lot by now and would have to kind of narrow it down if I was going to try to pick a top 10. But this time, I have more than 10, I guess, but not a lot. So let's go ahead and get into the ones that are my favorites. So this one is probably subject to change the most out of everything that I have on this list. It's relatively new, but at the moment, I find myself wanting to listen to it all the time. I'm just suddenly singing it randomly, just for no reason, if I'm doing something else. And that is Birthday by Somi. I like a lot of things about this song, like it's complete 2000s nostalgia. Like the song in general reminds me of 50 Cent. I think it's In the Club with the whole birthday thing. But then she has a couple English lines in there that are, at least in my mind, I can't imagine they're not actually references, but in my mind they're references to Milkshake by Khalees and Hey Ya by Outkast. It's like a whole lot of 2000s nostalgia, and I really do like it. However, this one is probably the most subject to change just because I could possibly see that I'll get kind of tired of it eventually, but right now I actually really do like it and listen to it actually quite often since it's come out. And another song that has a lot of nostalgia for me, kind of like late 90s, early 2000s nostalgia, is The Fifth Season by Oh My Girl. So this song is basically a late 90s, early 2000s anime theme for a fantasy adventure sort of series. And I actually really like that. It reminds me of all the anime that I used to watch back then. And I've listened actually to the Japanese version, which might sound a little bit more anime-ish because it's in Japanese, but I do think I like the Korean version better. So the next song that I have on my list, it's one that I'm actually a bit conflicted about, but I ultimately put it on my favorites because in the end, I do listen to it a lot and I find myself singing it a lot. And that is Boy With Love by BTS. So the reason I'm conflicted here is that I actually am a big BTS fan. And I just think Boy With Love is more generic than what they used to do. And I felt that everything they've done recently is a bit more generic than what they used to do. However, that doesn't mean I don't like the generic songs. I just kind of feel like for them, it was not as good as they used to be, but it's still a good song, I guess. So I do still like it, and I do still like BTS. I just am not the biggest fan of the sound they've been going for lately compared to their old sound. However, I find myself like singing and listening to the song all the time. And I wasn't so sure about the Halsey collaboration, but her voice actually fits so well in this song. It's a great addition to the song. So overall, yes, I really like this song. The next song, and these songs are not in any particular order, it's just how they are on my playlist or how it makes sense to talk about them as I'm going along, is Go Go Baby by Mamamoo. My favorite songs from Mamamoo were the retro style that they used to do, but My second favorite is that kind of fun, upbeat song. This one was actually one of the really fun ones that I liked. And yeah, it's just fun. I guess that's all I really have to say about it. I like listening to it because it's fun. And then the next song that I have is Bad Habits by Sean. And I actually did like a lot of his stuff, but this is the one that I kept playing over and over again that I would keep going back to. And then the next one that I have is TikTok by Neon Punch. It's just so disco-y. Like, I really like that. And it's fun. And I hope Neon Punch lasts and works out and gets popular because I actually really do like this song. And then I also liked Pinky Star by GWSN. And it's just, I liked their debut too. And I liked the whole album on this, but I do actually really like this particular song. And I always think that if I keep singing it, then I like it. So, I mean, that's kind of how I go for, like, is it my favorite? Do I sing it all the time? And also, do I want to listen to it all the time? And yes, I do for all of these. And then the next one is Piri by Dreamcatcher. And I like Dreamcatcher's stuff a lot. Like, I really liked how very J-rocky it was in the beginning. It's kind of less so now. It's still got that vibe, but less so. So I think this one is probably outside of, like, their first couple. The first one that I've, like, really, really liked for them. I've liked all of them, but this one's the first one that I've really, really liked out of the stuff they've done since, you know, after that beginning part. Then I have two songs from the next group, and that is Stray Kids. So Miro and Side Effects. So Miro is just like fun, upbeat, kind of heavy, and that's something I actually do like in a song. And then Side Effects is such a strange song, but when I first heard it, it reminded me of one of my favorite groups, My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. And that group is kind of an industrial electronic group. And while this one has, you know, rap and stuff that makes it like actually completely different, the kind of weird deep talking, the screaming in the background, all that are all kinds of things that My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult has in their songs too, like that kind of thing. And it's something that I've always liked, that kind of weirdness there. So I actually really like Side Effects. It's not really one I can sing along to, but I actually keep watching all the live stages. And then I have Halle Halle by ATEEZ. I do like ATEEZ a lot. They're probably in like my favorite rookie guy group that's come out recently. And I have liked all their songs. This one was just my favorite. Okay, and we are down to the end. So I have two more things. One of them is basically my favorite album, because basically I love everything on it. And that is Luna's, I think it's XX. So basically I love that entire album. Butterfly, Colors, Satellite, all the songs on that I love. So I don't know that I could pick my favorite out of that, but it is like my favorite K-pop album. There's not a thing on it that I don't love. And then my favorite song so far this year, like above all other songs, is Play It Cool by Monsta X, the English version actually. So I do like the Korean version, but the word flow in English with the beat of the music, I think just works a little bit better. So oddly, my favorite K-pop song is actually not in Korean, but by a Korean group. Monsta X isn't usually one of my favorite groups. I don't hate their songs, but I don't love them mostly. Like, I might listen to a few here and there, but there's a repetitiveness in the choruses that I don't always really like, especially more lately. So I was absolutely surprised when I just played it, because I always listen to something in the hopes that I will like it. I don't listen to anything thinking, I hope I hate this, I'm just gonna hate listen, anything like that. I always listen to something with the hope that it will be something that I like. But if I have not liked a lot from a group before, I'm always a little bit hesitant to think maybe it may not be my thing. So that's kind of how I went into this song. And then I just played it on repeat over and over and over again. Like, immediately I loved it. So I don't think that there will probably be another song this year that will top how much I love that song. Maybe, but at this moment, nothing has been a better song for me than Play It Cool, the English version by Monsta X. So, yeah. Maybe I'll become a Monsta X fan. So, those are my favorite K-pop songs of the year so far. And I will probably do this again at the end of the year. Maybe do a top 10. I don't know. We'll see if Monsta X stays on top. But that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.